Most are the times that we do not know the key to our potentials, and most are the times that we don't even understand our potentials. So for me, I was lucky enough to meet a friend who shared a book with me, Understanding Your Potentials. And trust me, I got a lot of information and a lot of encouragement from this book. So I'm going to share some of the things that I've learned from this specific book, although I'm still reading it. My favorite chapter is chapter 9, and chapter 9 talks about the key to your potentials. I found it very interesting when I was reading this chapter because it talks about source. As a person, what is your source in life? Do you understand your source? And how good do you relate to your source? In the book, the source is described as the grapevine. This is the grapevine, and then we have the branches, the main stem and the branches. And it's in regard to reference to Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 to 27, where God created man from himself and he created him. And again, John chapter 15 verse, if I'm not wrong, it's verse 4 to 8, where it talks about the branches attaching themselves to the stem of the grapevine for them to have life, because Jesus expresses, or rather God expresses himself as the source of life. So for any tree to bear fruits, it must be attached to the grapevine. So for you to be able to extend your potentials to the maximum, you must be able to get to your energy, your potentials, your power from the mainstream, that is God. Now, the question comes in, how many of us understand the kind of power that is bestowed in us? And how many of us understand really the source of our power and the potentials that we own as people? Most of us don't even know what our potentials are. They don't even believe in themselves. Low self-esteem. And the question is, why? Because when I was reading these verses, it said that whatever was created from a source, then it bears the same characteristics. So you have power because you are made from a powerful force. You can do anything you want. You can extend your potentials to the maximum. But the issue is, if only you are attached to the source. So for you to be able to understand your potentials and to be able to live by your potentials, you must be able to know your source and relate properly with your source. What does this mean? Most of the successful people that we see in the society, they know exactly what it means to relate with God, because they know that's where you get the power and that's where you get guidance. And God is the only person or the only supernatural being that is more concerned with what you can do and the kind of potentials you have. So like the gardener, he will always come around to uproot those weeds and make sure that you get enough water, make sure that you get manure, so that it can strengthen you and it can make sure that you're living to your potentials.